Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
You can almost hear it, can't you? That low, ominous hum that fills the air just before something big happens. The kind of moment where the baseball gods quietly clear their throats and the Toronto Blue Jays, for once, find the road ahead opening up instead of closing in. Because overnight, everything shifted. A single report dropped late in the darkness, and suddenly the Jays are staring at a golden opportunity that feels less like luck and more like destiny lining itself up at exactly the right time. Welcome back to the Blue Jays Report, because today we're talking about a development that could shape the entire off-season and redefine what this team looks like come opening day. If you're part of the small percentage who aren't subscribed yet, this is where you want to be for daily Blue Jays content, especially when the market starts moving this fast. Your support has been unbelievable, and we've got a lot to get into. Late last night, confirmation finally arrived that the Cebu Lions have officially approved the posting of right-hand pitcher Tatsuya Imi to Major League Baseball. No more speculation, no more maybe next year, no more reading between the lines. It's official. The door is open, the clock has started, and suddenly one of the most intriguing arms outside of MLB is available to all 30 teams. For the Blue Jays, a club quietly searching for that final rotation piece, this couldn't have landed at a better time. There's something poetic about the timing. Toronto didn't panic early. They didn't overspend on mediocrity. They waited, watched, and held their nerve. And now, as the off-season reaches that tense middle act where options narrow and leverage shifts, a 27-year-old right-hander with electric stuff enters the picture like a plot twist nobody saw coming. Baseball has a funny way of rewarding patience, and this feels like one of those moments. Tatsuya Imi isn't just another arm being thrown into the free agent mix. He's the kind of pitcher that makes scouts lean forward in their seats. Last season with the Lions, he didn't just perform well, he dominated. A 1.92 ERA across 163 innings, 24 appearances, and a level of consistency that simply doesn't happen by accident. This wasn't a flash in the pan. This was the culmination of a pitcher putting everything together at exactly the right moment. The raw numbers are impressive, but it's the underlying traits that really get your attention. Imi throws hard, seriously hard. His fastball brushes the upper 90s, flirting with triple digits when he reaches back for more. Pair that with a vicious slider and a splitter that falls off the table, and suddenly you're not talking about a project, you're talking about a weapon. Over the past few seasons, he's refined his command, trimming his walk rate down to around 7%, which is often the difference between potential and production. Of course, anytime a pitcher comes over from the NPB, the inevitable comparisons start flying. People remember Yoshinobu Yamamoto, remember the price tag, remember the skepticism, and remember how quickly that skepticism vanished once he started carving up major league lineups. Imi isn't Yamamoto, and that's important to say. But the lesson remains the same. These arms translate. The competition is different, yes, but dominance is dominance, and pitchers who control games overseas often find ways to do it again. What makes this especially intriguing for the Blue Jays is how neatly he fits into the current puzzle. Toronto's rotation is strong at the top. Kevin Gausman, Jose Berrios, and the newly retained Shane Bieber give you stability and experience. There's depth in the system, but there's also uncertainty around that fifth spot. This is where opportunity lives. This is where a move like Imi could elevate an already solid staff into something genuinely frightening. Imagine a rotation where every night feels winnable, where opposing teams have to grind for every run, where the bullpen isn't constantly being overworked. That's the dream, and it's suddenly within reach. Add Imi into the mix, and you're talking about one of the deepest and most versatile rotations in baseball, a staff that can dominate both right-hand and left-handed lineups with equal confidence. The projections tell their own story. Industry insiders are already suggesting a contract in the region of 6 years and $150 million. That's serious money, but it's also the price of doing business at the top end of the market. And unlike short-term stopgaps, this is an investment in prime years, not a gamble on decline. Ross Atkins has made it clear that the organization is looking for long-term solutions, not temporary patches, and Imi fits that philosophy perfectly. There's also a cultural element here that shouldn't be ignored. Toronto has quietly built a reputation as a welcoming destination for international players. The city, the clubhouse environment, and the infrastructure all play a role. We've heard it before, during the Shohei Ohtani saga, and while that particular story didn't end in Blue Jays blue, the groundwork remains. For a Japanese pitcher stepping into a new league, comfort matters. Stability matters. Feeling wanted matters. This isn't about chasing a trend. It's about recognizing an opportunity. The posting window gives teams 45 days to negotiate, and every single day will bring new whispers, new rumors, and new pressure. The Dodgers will be linked, the Yankees will loom, and there will be plenty of noise. But the Blue Jays are in a position of strength. They have money. They have a competitive roster. And crucially, they have a clear need that Imi can fill. There are, of course, other options on the table. Framber Valdez continues to hover in the background, a dominant arm with undeniable talent but legitimate questions about fit and clubhouse dynamics. Dylan Cease offers upside, Michael King brings reliability, and Ranger Suarez is quietly one of the most effective left-handers in the game. This is a deep market, and Toronto will be involved across multiple fronts. But there's something about Imi that feels different, something that feels like a move made with intent rather than reaction. Even fan discussions reflect this shift. You see it online, in comment sections and forums, where excitement starts to build around the idea of going all in on this particular arm. The appeal isn't just statistical, it's emotional. There's a sense that this could be one of those signings that defines an era, the kind fans look back on and say, that's when it all clicked. If you're enjoying this breakdown, take a moment to like the video, share it with a fellow Blue Jays fan, and subscribe to the Blue Jays Report. The next few weeks are going to be chaotic, and you won't want to miss a thing. The beauty of this moment is that it doesn't exist in isolation. It aligns perfectly with what the front office has been saying publicly. Confidence in the market. Willingness to be aggressive. Openness to both free agency and trades. The pieces are there. The strategy is clear. And now, the opportunity has presented itself on a silver platter. Nothing is guaranteed in baseball, and that's part of the magic. But sometimes, when timing, talent, and need intersect this cleanly, it's hard not to feel that something special is brewing. Tatsuya Imi being posted isn't just another news item. It's a signal. A reminder that the off-season isn't done, that the best move might still be waiting, and that the Toronto Blue Jays are very much in the game. So keep your eyes open, because things are about to accelerate. Contracts will be signed. Decisions will be made. And one way or another, this rotation is going to change. Let me know down below what you think. Is Imi the missing piece, or should Toronto look elsewhere? Either way, the Blue Jays Report will be right here, breaking it all down as the story unfolds.